Guess what? We are back. It's your homeboy Underground Perspective coming back at you live and direct. 100 for your head top. So, if you haven't been hiding under a rock, and you're like entrenched in hip hop culture, you'll know, and it's all over the media. All you gotta do is look it up on YouTube or Google that Drake has announced round two. He's announced round two. He's gonna run it back with Kendrick Lamar, and personally, I'm all for it. As a fan of hip hop, I am very excited. I've been seeing a lot of reactions and stuff like that on YouTube. Where other content creators making videos or whatnot, and they're against it. Surprisingly, they're like, nah. I'm hearing a lot of people say Kendrick won round one. I'm hearing a lot of people say, you don't need to do it again. The battle has already been won. There is no game two when you lost the series and blah 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 blah. What I'm saying is, you speak for yourself, and I'm gonna speak for me. You don't, people who are making those videos, commenting in the comment section, you don't speak for all of hip hop. These two gentlemen, they gave us the greatest battle of all time. I mean, this has to be the greatest rap battle of all time by both parties. And to sit up here, if I was to sit up here and say, I wouldn't want that, or I wouldn't want them to run it back, I'd be lying to you. That would be a bald faced lie. You know, I enjoyed that battle. The fans enjoyed that battle. The disses between both of them on both sides, I'm pretty sure it's going to be certified diamond. It's going to be certified diamond. All them diss records going diamond. So it's important to notice, the impact too, also, that this battle has had. And by I mean impact, there are a lot of new fans now who may have not even listened to hip hop before, who are now fans of both Drake and Kendrick Lamar. You also have new fans out there. You know what I mean? People who are young. You know what I mean? That's going to grammar school, and they starting off in high school. So this battle has like opened the door for a lot of new listeners, and then people who weren't fans of Kendrick before are fans of Kendrick. People who weren't fans of Drake are now fans of Drake. They both have gained a larger audience, so to speak. And it was good, believe it or not, it was good for the culture. Because before this rap battle started, what were people saying? Is hip hop dying? What state is hip hop in? So and now that it's over, like, we're back. Everybody wants to drop now. You even got Big Sean. Since this battle has ended, Big Sean has came out of hiding. Big Sean, he was missing for a long time. Ain't nobody seen Big Sean. Nobody heard from Big Sean. He been underground like a groundhog. And then all of a sudden, boom, Big Sean pops out of nowhere. Surprise, out of nowhere. And he just dropped the album out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Did an interview with Charlemagne the God, and what's the main topic of conversation? The battle between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. When Charlemagne looks at Big Sean and he's like, "Yo, that could have been you." I mean, he looked at him serious as hell. He was like, "That could have been you, Big Sean." I mean, looked at him serious. That could so everybody, you know what I mean? Like, so you hearing from all type of folks, But another topic I want to touch on real quick is that it also this whole battle created a a rift, almost like Republicans and Democrats. I hear DJ Academics talk about this a lot. Like now a lot of people, you're either on one side or you're on another side, and everybody literally within the industry is taking sides. But here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about since the beef ended. If you've been paying attention, Drake has been making a lot of mistakes. And going into game two, hopefully those mistakes get corrected. Hopefully those mistakes get corrected. Most notably, the most notable mistake that he made, after the entire rap battle is the timing. And these are strategies too. I also want to go into strategies for Drake going into round two. Like when he dropped that song with Sexy Red, when she's like, "You my everything," that song, that was a horrible move. Why was that a horrible move? And then he rapping on the BBL Drizzy. It was a horrible move because the rap battle was still fresh inside of everybody's mind. The whole world, we just got through witnessing this great, they call it on Google, the Great Rap War. You know what I mean? So this whole battle is over with, and the whole world is still fresh in everybody's mind and everybody's head. Dropping that song and rapping over the BBL Drizzy beat, horrible move. Then after that, the Wawa Delilah. Then after that, the Camila Cabello. And what else? Anything else come after that? I think he had some stuff with Gordo. What else? Anything else? The Wawa Delilah stuff with Gordo. And then now you got the 100 for your head top, which is cool. That I'm not against. He wants to, obviously he's going into game two coming at an angle, and I get it. And also you gotta let the artist cook. So that's a good strategy. But the one thing that he should have did was go away for a while. If I was Drake and I just came off of that battle, like I would have just went away for a while and I would have let hip hop feel the impact, of where's Drake? How come hip hop artists aren't charting no more? I would have like before I dropped anything, that conversation would have came back. I would have waited till that conversation comes back within hip hop media. Is hip hop dying? Is hip hop dead? I would have walked away for 6 months to a year, personally. Because that's one thing that Kendrick Lamar is good at when you think about it. Kendrick Lamar is really good at letting the public miss him. That's how come he and I'm guilty of this as a fan of hip hop. We all are guilty of it. That topic of conversation will come right back around. It's always when that topic of conversation come back around is hip hop dead. How come nobody's charting? Then all of a sudden Kendrick Lamar, he pops out of nowhere. You know what I mean? He's very good at letting the public miss him. And also Kendrick is very strategic, and Drake, aka Young Crody, you're not battling, you're not going up against anybody. You're going up against somebody who's very calculating. That's how come the name of this video isn't Strategies for Kendrick Lamar, because Kendrick Lamar has made no wrong moves in this entire battle. He made no missteps. And even now, people are like, "Where's Kendrick? Where's Kendrick?" Every other blogger, every other streamer, Kendrick. Academics. Every time he turns on a video, Kendrick. Kendrick this, Kendrick that. Kendrick, he's made no mistakes, no wrong moves. I can't sit up here and talk about strategies for Kendrick. He already got it down. But if I'm Drake, they say this in the Art of War. Who said this? The guy said this in the Art of War. If you know your enemy as well as you know yourself, you could battle them 1,000 times and you will win. Now we cooking. If you know your enemy as well as you know yourself, you could battle them 1,000 times. You can go to war with them 1,000 times and you'll win every single time. Drake hasn't had time to sit down. You know what I mean? Like if I was another thing I would do. If I was Drake's homie, if I was his homeboy, I would take away the fucking phone. You know, you gotta take the phone away from Drake. Whoever is on his PR team, these are mistakes that are being made before we go into game two. You know, the duck face selfies. You know, the Duke Dennis post, the Joe Budden post. You know, somebody has to take the phone away. You know, the posing in the mirror with the big shoes, the huge shoes and the baggy pants. That's baggy at the bottom with the duck face and like somebody take the phone away from Drake immediately. If I'm on his PR team, take the phone away. Don't give him access to a phone. You need to leave. You need to do like Kendrick Lamar. Leave the public. We already know you coming for game two. It's always almost like that saying, the quiet before the storm. Before the storm come in, there needs to be some silence. You know, I'm wondering if you even had time to prepare. You know, because you constantly in the media, you constantly on Instagram. Like you making all these Instagram posts. How are you preparing for game two? You know what I mean? Are you locked in? Like you say, you locked in. You know, are you locked in with the duck face selfies? Are you locked in with the selfies inside the mirror? Take the phone away. You know what I mean? The public needs to miss him. If I'm his PR person, you gotta take the phone away. Whoever, if you're listening and you're part of his marketing team, take the phone away. Put the phone away. You know, leave the public. Be gone for a while. And the last strategy, when you're dealing with a person like Kendrick Lamar, you gotta hop off the porch on that nigga. If you going in for game two and you talking about some home court advantage, DJ Academics, he talking about home court advantage. If you're going in for game two, you gotta hop off the porch. You know what I mean? Don't wait for him to hop off on the porch for you. You know, you trying to bait him to come outside. No, it don't work that way. Jay Black said it best. You got to be direct. Kendrick Lamar already told you he's coming direct. So what do you have to do? You have to hop off the porch and you got to go direct. If it were me and I was going at him, here's an angle that you could take, you could use. You know, I kept the culture going when you disappeared. You know, I've been running this shit for 10 years straight. You drop an album every 4-5 years and you disappear. You know, but I'm keeping the culture going. I'm keeping the, you know what I mean? You want to talk about, let's talk about the facts. He can come from that angle. It's different angles where he could maneuver, he could attack Kendrick and then lyrically outbar him. You don't got to get personal. You could outbar him. You know what I mean? Just attack him on that. I run it and then get on it and then just bar him up, bar him up, bar him up. You have to outbar Kendrick. And that right there is a feat within itself. That is a feat within itself. Drake is gearing up for round two. I'm excited. I'm here for it. Like I said, Drake, have to hop off the porch. What I'm doing is, if I were you, go away for a while. Let the public miss you. And then once you decide to pop back out, come hop off the porch on a nigga. Just hop off the porch. I would personally, what I would do, I would wait till, as they say, I'm hearing his album supposed to drop around March, which would be cool. You know what I mean? That's my birthday. That'd be real cool if he dropped in March. But he's supposed to drop in March. So if I'm Drake, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna wait till you drop, right? And I'm gonna let it ride out for a week. I'm gonna let it ride out for a week before I come in with the black Tim boots on, kicking down the door, jumping off the porch. After that album ride out for a week, then stomp on it. Hop off the porch. If you're going in for a round two, and I agree with Ab Soul, I know you could be the MC that I think you could be. I know you could be that MC. You have to hop off the porch. You can't sneak this a guy like Kendrick and think you're going to bait him out. You're not going to bait him out. Kendrick is the king of silence. He leaves. He knows how to go away. He knows how to let the public miss him. He's like a wizard. You know what I mean? A wizard. You want to talk about master manipulator? It's Kendrick who's actually the master manipulator. He's like a wizard. He disappears and he baits, and then all of a sudden, boom, he'll come in with a control moment, and then he'll bait you out. And then, like Academic said, when you respond, now all of a sudden you looking like the bad guy. And now Kendrick, he just stomping all over you. He just, talking about master. Kendrick is the master manipulator. And I love it. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love the way Kendrick moves. I love the way that he operates, and I'm ready for game 2. What about you?